Welcome back to Dragon Age. I am Flewt. This is my
Hemmy.
partner, Hemmy.
Yep. I continue to be a dog in a suit. She continues to be a Raccoon. And those two animals put together make for one very excited Dragon Age creature.
Yes, absolutely. Hemmy has now started his run as well.
I've made a character. I've caught up to where Flewt is, and I'm very excited to see where it goes next. I've intentionally stopped so that neither of us are spoiled for story things. I'm skipping cutscenes anyway, but that's why I'm doing it here with you guys, so that I can see what's happening too and not be lost.
Well, that's a big joy. I like story. Hemmy likes the action.
Yeah.
So here on stream, we get to focus on the story, we get to take it all in, and then when Hemmy gets to go play, he can be like, I've seen this all already, and he can just do his thing.
We're trying something new here. Not that it's powered on, actually, now that I'm looking at it, this thing. We have a controller set up so that if Flewt does need to go on a bit of a monologue and there's combat, instead of just being paused for a while, I can take over, or whatever. Because I don't know how to play the game on mouse and keyboard, I'm doing it all through controller.
Yeah.
And I frankly love the
feel?
controller. It feels so good.
Yeah?
It feels so intuitive, so natural.
Oh, very good. It does seem like it was definitely put together as a console.
The only thing I thought might have been
game.
a performance thing, just in case you're playing this at home, there's some heavy delay.
Oh, really?
Like input delay. And I'm playing this on a handheld PC on low settings, which actually runs at like 80, 90 FPS, which is really cool.
Really cool.
And there's like a solid second between pressing down, even in the main menu, pressing down and it going to the next menu item.
Oh.
So it did take some getting used to, but it's most of a second of latency, which for an action game, real weird. Real weird. I haven't tried it on desktop yet, so maybe I'll try it there.
Yeah,
see
maybe
how it does. But it's certainly not like a
weird.
wireless signal or something. It's built into the damn thing.
Huh.
And I don't think it's a performance thing either, because you'd think it would be running worse if it was.
Yeah.
It hasn't dropped below 60, so you'd think it would, you know.
There'd be more immediate signs of performance drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exactly where I left off.
Wonderful.
Wearing the same outfit and everything.
This is where we left off almost exactly. We did crash at the end of the last stream.
We did.
Thankfully, there had been an autosave right when we got up. So I think I went back into the mirror.
And I did mention this in the recording, in case anyone's watching from there, but we're back. We're saved. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I decided not to get the Dragon Age outfit. The bloody one. It's a little too bloody. I think it also breaks immersion a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Whose blood is that? Do not worry, peasant.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go explore the lighthouse. We are apparently trapped in the Fade. Now, the one thing, as blind as we've tried to go into this, whoa, is I have heard that the
bookshelves they are.
I think so.
The light you were saying?
The lighthouse, is our base of operations, which is looking
the hub area.
Remarkably run down right about now.
But it doesn't look bad as an environment. It looks intentionally designed to be a little Borkin.
Yeah, exactly. It looks stunning. I've even turned down the lighting settings a little bit.
It's running buttery smooth.
Introduction to the lighthouse. Woohoo! Hello, Kyle! How are you doing? Have you been playing more? Skyhold from Inquisition ain't got nothing on this place. Really? Because I loved Skyhold. Honestly. That was one area I really enjoyed.
I don't remember what Skyhold looks like.
You might not have got that far.
Possibly.
After, I think, Act 1 in Inquisition, you make it to Skyhold, which is a much cooler base of operations than the initial little camp area.
I do remember the camp.
Yeah.
All right. Introduction to the lighthouse. Once the lighthouse was a place of learning with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solus rebelled against those who call themselves our gods, the lighthouse became his center of operations, with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Everunis. Evanuris?
Sure.
From the Evans.
I see those are the gods that he's let out now.
Goddamn Evans. You are safe here, both those of flesh and those of fade. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of the lighthouse will provide for your needs, see to your comfort, and even help you understand different tongues. For those who escaped here from distant parts of the Empire, should you have any other needs, ask the slow arrow, and I will help. Felison.
Ask the slow arrow?
That sounds like a Native American or indigenous name for someone who's really stupid. I am running with Wolf. I am Slow Arrow.
Oh no! That's so sad. Oh, Kaino Skyhold was just always run down. Was your issue? Oh, I don't remember that. I guess that was the case most of the time. I don't remember well enough. I just remember going up to your room and looking out across these snowy mountains, and for one of the first times in a video game going, I wish I could, like, be here, like, reach out and touch the stone and smell the mountain air. There was something about the way that was presented that was just stunning.
A little magical.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
really cool.
Yeah.
I've had that with a couple game scenes and environments.
Yeah.
The Witcher was one of them, despite never having finished it.
Yeah?
Some of those environments, like right at the beginning,
Yeah.
the very first introductory thing where you're training Ciri in that little yard, I go, God damn,
Oh.
I could be in this area.
Yeah, that was really cool, wasn't it? Cullen forever had a hole in his roof, that's right. Our, like, main commander was constantly in this little shack with a broken roof. Not a shack, it was a barracks on the wall, right? Anyway, a lot of it was super pretty. This is an interesting little menu here. We've got the library, we've got the codex, lovely, classic BioWare. Missives, letters from your companions and others you've aided. None yet, of course.
This
And
is
a
something
glossary.
that BioWare seems very fond of doing, is having the companions who are like literally right next to you send you mail to confess
right.
their feelings or talk about, what just happened. And it's like,
Yeah.
my man, it was a waste of postage. What are you doing?
I think it's really lovely when it's from people you've encountered through your journeys and they send you little updates. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, BioWare does do that too.
Yeah.
It just always felt a little weird to be like, you haven't left my side for 100 hours. Why are you writing me fan mail?
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, so we've got to check in with Harding, but I really want
Is
to
that a
explore.
globe in the middle?
Yeah, well, kind of.
I thought it was more of a representation of continents or something, but it is just
Oh,
it's a Borken rock.
that was good thinking. It feels like it's almost like the center of gravity holding this room together.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to just explore. Oh, okay. I imagine what happens here is we slowly clean this place up and
When
we
you
gain...
unlock the woodcutting axe,
Yeah.
you can explore the rest of this.
and we gain access to
Ooh.
more and more rooms. Oh, hello. I imagine that is Harding over there. But one second. Oh, this is so cute.
Lovely. This kind of reminds me of the middle area within Midnight Suns.
Oh,
The marble
yeah.
sort of central area.
Yes. The,
Something about the more casual coffee table with, like, food and stuff where you're supposed to hang out.
Yeah, I loved that area. I genuinely started feeling really comfy there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those sections of Midnight Suns.
Oh, it's a
Wow.
fixer-upper.
It is. She's got potential.
Yeah.
No kidding. I will admit it doesn't feel like the Fade, but it is certainly chaotic enough to be.
You're
You're
awake. And we're...
Oh, it's a little choppy for some reason,
is,
right
this
there.
is.
where
Yeah.
Now it's
people
back to
come
normal.
when they dream, but dwarves don't dream.
They don't?
No, they
Somehow
don't.
I'm here.
And that's why they can't wield magic either.
Yes. Unreal.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Something about that weirds me out to dwarves. Like,
Really?
dogs dream, cats dream. What kind of fucking creature doesn't dream that is sentient?
I think it's very specific to this world and what makes Dragon Age such an interesting setting. Ooh, skills!
Oh.
Now, Kaino, you probably remember this better than I do. Sorry, we'll have a quick chat. I believe the whole thing is that when you dream, you go into the Fade, is it? And it's like that
Oh.
connection that can sometimes corrupt mages. I'm sure I'm missing the actual details here. But dwarves just have no connection to any of that. They, as a race, do not do magic and do not dream. Shadow Dragon. Sorry, what? This is a skill?
Shit. Oh, that's appropriate. You picked Shadow Dragon.
Right?
So what does this specialize into? Evoker.
That is what I want. Wait,
Is it? No,
wait.
Evoker is the Yo, wait, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right.
It totally is.
Okay, this is really cool.
That's so fitting.
So what is the...
So what is everything else?
Let's find out.
That looks like lightning. I like lightning.
Chain lightning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very good mana regen. That's
I'm
great.
not going to spend anything. I'm just kind of getting a look for what these are. Imbued reaction, storm surge.
That's so
really
cool.
I love that.
Yeah, Spirit Blade. Can I use your heavy attack? Oh my gosh, I need to see that again. I was too busy reading. Whoa,
that's really
that's beautiful.
What do we got here? Spellblade. Yeah, this is one I'm very close to taking.
That looks beautiful. Crow Spellblade wields both. Oh, Thunderous End. Oh,
cool.
And this Void Blade. Oh, it's so cool.
That's really cool.
Is this all within a separate specialization?
Yeah, I think this is the Spellblade specialization.
That would make sense. Oh, it is really freaking cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's what those attacks were. We're throwing the dagger.
Right? Defeating an enemy with one or more arcane bombs still uses the effect to jump.
Wow.
Ooh. Blast abilities, cost less mana. That's great. What's the... Oh, the other specialization was the...
Deathcaller, Evoker, and Spellblade.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome.
It's interesting that they're focused within, like, the factions.
Yeah, right? And even Crow, Shadow Dragon. That is really interesting. What faction was the... Okay, Warnwatch. That makes sense, I suppose.
That's for Deathcaller.
Yeah. I guess maybe it's a little bit of a way to theme your character. But what if you had gone with a totally different background and suddenly you've got these options as a mage? Wouldn't that feel weird?
Oh, yeah.
We found the fire abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is a crazy skill tree.
I like that one.
Yeah?
But honestly, I think I'd be going more thunder with most of it.
Yeah, I do love the lightning
It
stuff.
just seems more useful.
Right?
All right, I'll let you control what
Okay.
your skills you're actually going to take, but I just wanted to have a look while you were chatting.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got this immediate locked. Okay.
Right, I imagine we shall unlock that soon enough.
So we've got kind of immediate directions to go in.
Yeah.
How did you get into the bigger overall look?
I don't know. Try pressing escape. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So we've got control up here, sustained damage, unleash the elemental power of
burning.
Inferno. Okay. I did want to see what other fire spells there were there.
I think it's just the two.
Oh, is it?
Because it's the square ones, the diamond ones that are actual abilities. So there's Meteor and Wall of Fire, and that seemed to be it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Burst. I love that lightning is the burst for once instead of the control. Control being ice makes a lot of sense. Right? I love that. I'm really excited for that. Okay, so let's have a look here. We kind of go out in these three different directions. And here in the middle is our mage core, which actually tells us all of the things we can do. Which is nice. Hold on, sprint attack. Tap left Alt, which is my sprint button now, while moving, and then tap left or right click. To do what? Why? Why does that benefit me?
I did try this.
Yeah?
It's just another attack. It has no different animation or... Well,
it does have a different
it's a different animation. It has no different effect.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I should have said.
Hold Q while wielding staff, or tap Q at the right time. The pity with Orb and Dagger is that I actually have to time my defense. Which, as we've seen, does not go well. Trait, Mortal Concentration. Hold F. Sustaining a ranged attack gradually increases its damage output, which is awesome. Here we've got Mind Blast. Hold Q, tap E while defending. Consume 50 mana to unleash a shockwave. I'm never going to get that down.
Something I did notice about blocking with the dagger, I'm not sure if you saw, was the change of icon. It goes from white, which is there's an ability coming in now, to yellow, which if you block when it's yellow, you do a parry, and it knocks them back.
Oh!
And you take no damage.
I had noticed the differences in the color. I had not put 2 and 2 together there. That's really cool. Shift, then attack. Use your speed to unleash a powerful attack with any weapon after using a fade step. Okay. Do you have to dodge twice to do it?
I guess so.
That intrigues me. I like the ramp up of damage. Sorry, but I really just want to keep having a look around.
Yeah, go for it.
Dark Squall, projectile, cold. I mean, that looks just gorgeous. I love that. Frost Nova. Freeze your enemies if they get too close. Now, I'm not noticing any healing.
No.
I wonder if this game has gone a similar route to Inquisition where there just isn't a healer.
I would suspect that is the case.
I would too. Icy Blast.
Because of all classes you could have picked, Mage is the most healy. And not seeing any.
No. Maybe we get a healing companion, but then surely they would be locked in, and when you've only got 2 companions, that kind of feels bad.
It makes me think you'll get items that are like, you know, you get 5% of all damage dealt back as health, or, you know, you'll get more potions, that kind of thing.
Probably. Oh my god, that's so cool.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, this is the one. This the one for sure. And then we had Chain Lightning and Tempest. Leave a powerful thunderstorm around you. I want
cool.
all of these abilities. But I can't have them all, can I?
No.
Oh, that's very rude. Mana regen starts 25% faster when paused or by spending mana or taking damage. I do like faster mana recovery. Staff energy. I don't think I like the staff. Downfall. Jump attack guarantees critical hits if the target is knocked down. Fascinating. I think I'm going to try this Fade Strike.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I've got more points.
You have more.
Oh, I can go. Oh, yeah, I can get Chained Lightning.
Very good.
And it applies Overwhelm. Charge the air, fire a bolt of lightning that splits into multiple targets. The bolt bounces up to 4 times, dealing damage to each enemy and rendering them shocked.
I would also feel pretty overwhelmed if I had just been struck by lightning.
A critical condition. Does that mean if it crits, the target is...
I think what it means is that if they are already low health, the target is sundered, but I don't know.
When acquired, ability damage plus 15%.
You might as well acquire it.
All ability damage? Fascinating.
I don't know.
Shocked electric damage over time deals an equal amount of stagger. Target takes additional stagger. I mean, it sounds good all round. I don't know what any of it means, but it sounds good. Lovely. All right, I'm very happy with that particular
Now,
direction.
do you have to assign those to your wheel or something?
Great question. Unknown. I haven't seen any ability to do so. Content marked as timed will eventually expire. Oh, that's really good to know. That is super good to know. Now, why are you telling me this? Is there a journal? There is. Okay, the story so far. Do ancient evils? Yes. Team succeeded. Trapped in the Fade after they sabotaged his ritual. Solus delivered a dire warning. The ancient elven gods, Elgarnan and Gillanine, have escaped prison.
I'm going to say Gillanine.
Yeah, something like that. We've got Harding. We've got Neve. So something here is going to time out. Maybe it's talking to Neve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
I go talk to Neve before she expires.
I suppose so. Rightio. Oh, but I do want to explore.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of reason to come back. And
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have lots
Look
to
around.
explore at some point in time. Oh, wait, is neat.
That's it. Yeah.
She wasn't in here when I left her in the room
Wisps.
previously.
Figures are in the Fate, but I swear they're following me.
They're so pretty.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
Yeah.
We're both shadow dragons and both from Minrathous. Maybe our paths haven't crossed, but I know our work has.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Yeah, wonderful. What's more, shadows stand together? Sure.
Huh.
Why wouldn't I? Shadows stand together.
That's the idea. Cross your fingers it works out for us.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately,
She does.
what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Who's Lace? Okay, so this is something I was just talking to Hemmy about earlier. But the opening set piece was super, super cool. I loved it. Very fun. But it felt like it should have been the end of Act 1. Like, it felt like we should have met these characters a little bit more slowly, mission by mission, establish a rapport, track down Solus, and then have this big epic thing happen. As it was, it felt like we got a cutscene being like, this is Solus and this is what he set up. And then we immediately brought that down and now... something else? And I
It does feel a little rushed so far.
I kind of wonder if that wasn't the plan initially and then things shifted. Anyway, who's Lace? Start with a big goal. We need to do better than that. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
Yes, I have plot armor.
Just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's the job.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. So Neve takes notes. I like her. She seems very down to business.
Official.
Official indeed. I do want to have a quick look. I'm sorry. I know I keep starting.
What are we looking for?
I'm looking in graphics. Kind of wanted to put the lighting quality back up
Okay.
because it's not been running perfectly, but I can't say it's any better than previously. And I like that little bit extra.
Sure. We'll see how it goes.
panache. Exactly. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I'm glad we went exploring. That was very beneficial. This is just a tree. Oh, that doesn't feel safe. Hello,
I
who's in
got
here?
roots.
I got my roots.
It
in
wasn't
my
supposed to go
home,
this
and it's
way.
never on the ground. Sorry, Harding.
What do we do now?
Come and dance. in it.
What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
We still don't know why they call us Rook.
No idea why they call us Rook. You okay?
And I don't think we missed something. We've been pretty carefully reading.
Yeah. What kind of dialogue is this? We've just walked in. We've only just arrived in this place. Everyone's scattered.
Plants
They're having their own
detected.
thoughts. So you moved
Question
in with plants.
organic being about plants.
Here we go. This seems like a better question.
Well,
Did you ever
obviously
find
not, I
places
guess.
like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
I'd love to.
That'd be a surprise.
I would really like to explore that because being in the Fade has always been depicted as horrifically dangerous. I feel. And now we're just chilling here.
I guess so.
Hello, Wink. How you doing? Is you have plants some kind of saying for dwarves? Maybe it is. Okay.
Considering the typical fantasy dwarf is very rocky, underground, mine the ore,
Yeah.
maybe that's the equivalent of saying, like, you're way out of your depth, you don't know what you're talking about. Plants, greenery, gross.
Yeah, around here, something's wrong with you.
What a surface walker.
Yeah.
You have plants?
Yeah.
Goddamn pointy-eared elf.
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Alluvion, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So,
Okay.
come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
Fine.
Okay, I'm going to be honest, that was a weird conversation.
That was a weird one.
That felt like a lot of like, are you generically okay with no relation to the context that's going on? No, I'm not okay, but let's keep doing it anyway.
Alright.
Okay.
Time to go on an adventure. Hopefully get different elemental weapons.
Yes! I really want to see if we can get different orb elements. That would be awesome. This is going to be our little meeting place. Wonderful. All right, where's the dinner bell? Team dinner? Hello?
Senior officers to the bridge.
Yeah!
We stopped the ritual.
Oh,
And
cute
Varric
couch.
paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks we all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here.
About
Wherever
that.
Here is.
He's in my
Besides in the
dreams.
Fade.
Solus called it the lighthouse.
He did? When?
Well, have I not told you about,
He was in my head. There you go.
There we go.
In my head. Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
He
I'm not
can?
in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you.
That's an option.
He's an elven
I
god.
guess so.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Well, okay, I could be wrong in interpreting the lore of what happened in Inquisition, but he is genuinely actually a literal god, isn't he? It's not like a metaphor for he's just a little more powerful than everyone. He's actually what we would consider a god.
I definitely thought that was the case. Now, I didn't play Trespasser, which is what really delved into, I believe, what Solus was. But Solus is the Dreadwolf, who the elves of current age do consider to, or did consider to be a god. Again, I played Dragon Age, all the Dragon Age games a very long time ago. My memory is spotty, but I was under the same impression.
Oh, we'll find it.
Stop quibbling over terms. Well, I actually want some details here. Oh, I've got a mage option. That's neat.
You see?
Nev, I'm a mage, you're a mage. Solus is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tevinter Magister.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of
Going to
danger.
say, I feel like
What
there's
do
an
you
important
mean?
topic to
Solus had
discuss
two
here.
of the other elven
There
gods
we go.
imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillinane. Two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
The escape is our fault?
No, it isn't.
They're strong.
There's
fit
worse
souls.
than Solus feels
Look.
more appropriate.
Yeah. But that's the jokey option.
Is it? Why?
Yeah.
That's the valid point.
I think they're ours to... I mean, the fact of the matter is we have to deal with it somehow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know this is usually the aggressive option. This just feels like the practical to the point option right now. Where, so he would be the pinnacle of way more powerful in the cutscene than in your party. That's exactly how he was, Wehek. Exactly. To be fair, he was cosplaying as a normal elven mage.
He was doing some elf cosplay.
Yeah, at the time we met him.
Little did we know he was
They're our next target.
dead doggy.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solus says Elganan and Gillinane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Well, we can split our manpower.
I think Neve is right.
I think Neve's right as well. Like, we need to figure out the three of us, two of us, can't just run in against elven gods.
We don't even know where they are. What, are we just going
Exactly.
to run out of their lighthouse, charging it whatever moves?
How do we even get out of the lighthouse?
Stabbing squirrels or whatever else is in here? Are you a god?
If Elganan and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with.
This is how we figure things
and
out.
Then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache.
Why did
I've
she
worked
sound
with
Scottish
worse.
there for a second?
All right then.
I was going to ask as well.
Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
I think maybe your character doesn't gel well with looking like a more badass version of Meredith or whatever her name was from Brave.
yeah, the brave is infesting her mind.
Now,
Slowly turning
as for
Scottish.
how it is so far, I think Flewt's a better candidate to answer that informed question wise.
Steve, so we have pretty much just finished the introduction set piece. And we've been introduced to the main, well, for now, plot?
We've spent about roughly 5 hours playing at this point, and a majority of that has been character creation.
About 3 to 4 hours has been character creation. So we are very, very, like, just tippy toes into Dragon Age 4. So far, the game is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Character creator was amazing. I adore my girl. I think she looks amazing. I think she looks beautiful and like a woman who gets shit done. And I love that. I'm very happy with it.
She looks like someone who gets things done.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what do you look like?
I look like I'm doing my best with the garbage that I've got. The game outside of character creator, crazy, right? Shocking.
You gotta wonder if how many people buy these sorts of games just to make characters and never actually play the game. They just make characters. Yeah, okay. Well, no, that's not surprising, I guess.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, so far, absolutely stunning. It was a really cool opening set piece. The magic looks beautiful, but we have not gotten much deeper than that. Ooh, the Dreadwolf's Illuvian. We are a little lost, lore-wise, if I'm being honest.
What is an Illuvian?
The Illuvian's that big mirror that teleports us places.
Oh, I see.
Where was that? Illuvian? The
Yeah.
Dreadwolf's Illuvian. Would you mind reading for us?
Sure. I'm gonna have to go over here a little bit. Most of us have only traveled through the Illuvians at the whims of those who called themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another. a bonded pair linked no matter the distance. Solus has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we used normal Illuvians, they could track to our... What's up? We could track... Sorry. If we could use normal Illuvians, they could track us to our lair. Solus has improved upon June's work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us to any Illuvian, and not just its bonded partner. Thus, we can travel wherever this rebellion needs us, with no fear of pursuit. Is it a rebellion? Travel is as safe as a normal Illuvian. If you have questions, ask for the slow arrow, and I will guide you.
Who is the slow arrow? There's a lot of things. What I'm feeling right now, though, Mischief, and that I've already talked about a little bit, so I won't dive too into it, is that it kind of feels like maybe this whole introduction was a longer section, or should have been a longer section, and got changed somewhere along the way. But we shall see. You guess the elder races were called antediluvian?
For all we know, there's
I'm
a
not
dozen
understanding
demons
that.
waiting on the other side of that alluvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me.
That's not reassuring,
Shall
but
we?
we don't have much
Let's
choice,
do
do we?
this.
How do we even know we'll be able to come back for Varric? Okay.
Yeah, Varric can get back. So
Yeah, there's a lot of very convenient elements about this lighthouse thing that we're just
It's
going to hand wave, I
quiet.
think.
Well, isn't that a surprise?
Oh,
There's the
lovely.
ritual site.
I wonder
But
if
if the
time has
gods
passed
really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Oh. Oh.
what the fuck is that?
What is that?
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Oh. Okay.
That'll do it.
That sure will do it. Oh, that was controlling the golem.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not putting those two things together.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev.
What?
This is
What?
Strife and
Why?
Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
He's fine.
It's
Yeah.
not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn
Damn wireless
Harrell.
charging.
Sorry. Solus's ritual.
It's all the
was
5G.
You all were supposed to stop him.
Those towers, we shouldn't have put them up. Is it pun on antediluvian? Do you know what that means?
No.
I'm afraid I don't know what that means, which means you've lost us, Mischief. I'm sorry.
Please explain.
Yeah.
And we did. We absolutely stopped him. We pushed over his statues.
Yeah.
We've been there.
We did, sort of. Yeah.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it? But it didn't go as cleanly as we
Yeah,
hoped.
technically.
Solus got pulled into the Fade and two somethings got pulled out. Or someones, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane.
Killinane, I was right.
Yeah.
The elven gods of old. The Evan-Urus.
If they truly have returned,
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
I'm glad everyone knows what that means.
Apparently one of them drives a Toyota Urus. That's all I got out of that.
So Elganon and Gillinane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
there's a reason Solus...
Can we not euphemize it and instead just say what's happening?
The reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Gareth is in bad shape.
He
To
is?
get him back to the camp.
We've still
Yeah,
got
he
dozens
had
of
a pretty
veil
busted
jumpers
face.
unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Belara.
I think Neve is still injured.
Yeah, exactly. I think she needs to take a break.
Nev, you're injured. Stay here with the veil jumpers.
It's a headache. I'll be fine.
I know you want to help.
It's-
It's a
but we don't
concussion.
know what we'll face out
Yeah.
there, and you're in no condition to fight.
All right. Just watch your backs.
We'll
Sounds
meet
good.
you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Still don't know why we're called Rook.
Still don't know why we're called Rook. I'm not even sure we were introduced. Anyway. I'm totally in on a magical adventure. I can't say the writing has sold me yet. These have been some rough and weird first conversations. Wait,
Is it
what?
me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It's pretty.
It
It's
all feels a little
magical.
off. Like
It looks very
everything
magic.
Shifted a little bit.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Hold on. I'm going to pretty compulsively check my journal. Just to make sure there aren't timed things that I need to be aware of.
Yeah, sorry, I'm also getting a bajillion messages. Someone sent a big, long, ranting Discord message in Flewt's Discord, and I can't seem to get away from it.
In my Discord?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it something I need to check?
It went in the Going Live channel. It was someone
Oh.
ranting about being a raccoon, I think. Ah, your hand's so cold. Get your fingies
Yeah,
away.
that's what you deserve.
Help.
You are nonsense. It caused me panic. I was genuinely worried there. Okay, wonderful. We are out in the world, and the world is beautiful. Ooh, I don't trust that.
Moving?
Okay. Oh, I have a new ability. Yeah. Oh, we got Arcane Knock pretty quickly. Whoopsie daisies. I forgot that I need to be blocking stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, that was easy. Hey, girl.
That's a good suck.
Yeah. That was an excellent suck.
People! Where'd you come from?
Belara?
Well,
Belara Lute. Strife and
when a
Elend
bishop
sent
and a
us to
queen
find
love each other very much, you get a rook.
Exactly.
you. Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Why?
Why?
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well,
The world has
situation's
ended.
changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane, have escaped Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I mean, you absolutely have it. Just
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
Take your time. We're going to keep going.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now,
We may have something
raw
to do with
magic.
that.
Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
But what?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can
What?
only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
How do you know this? So here's what I'm finding.
She threw a
kind of-
squirrel in.
Here's what I'm finding kind of odd. At least from my understanding of Dragon Age, and certainly in the rest of Thedas, which was very dedicated to the Chantry, very religious. When the sky split open, like no one knew what to do about that. That was terrifying. There were demons coming out. What the heck? That was the whole story of the Inquisition. Right? And here she's like, oh, the sky split open. Must have been gods.
Oh well, blame the gods.
And to me, coming from the rest of Dragon Age, I'm like, I guess she is an elf. So the elves have always kept in touch, like, their belief of their gods.
Yeah.
But for the rest of Thedas, that feels like a very strange, immediate logic leap. And everyone's kind of just going, oh yeah, okay.
Pesky gods.
Yeah. Like, oh, crazy magic. Yeah, okay, it works like this. And coming in, I'm kind of feeling like I wish we were stepping into this a little bit slower. Because I'm not understanding why this is making sense to everyone else.
Yep.
Where your current headcanon is that Rook is the name the character gives to other people. But the name you typed in is their actual name. That's absolutely what it seems to be. I just don't know why. Like, is that their nickname? Okay, but then why bother having us give them a name
Right?
at all? Just seems really odd.
Just keep the last name as Rook.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I thought of something I want.
Ooh, okay. No problem. Okay, I wish we could ask how she knows about this, because surely this is not a natural phenomenon. Or a regular phenomenon. But let's ask, can you bring it down?
Strife and Eolin said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.